Hey ladies, Michelle here. I wanted to give you some tips on how I did my $1,000 in-home party a couple weeks ago. I am on vacation and finally am having time to do this video for you ladies. But how I did this is I started to become friends with another marketer, network marketer. And she and I kind of reached out to her and just said, hey, I'm looking for people like me who want to kind of help each other out and, recommend each other to their friends. And it was awesome. Like, her and I just really bonded. I had met her at an event and we had traded email addresses and phone numbers, that kind of a thing. And we just kind of developed a relationship over Facebook. So she lives in the same town as me, and she had actually suggested to me, because she does home parties all the time, and I honestly had only done a home party for myself a couple times. So she said, oh, you've got to do a home party. I said, okay. So this was my first official home party for somebody else. But let me tell you, I am a believer now because, like I said, I think it was $40 short of a $1,000 party. So we're just going to call it a $1,000 party, so I don't have to keep saying that. So anyway, she set up a page and she invited all of her friends. And she also private messaged everybody. She was awesome about that. She was really awesome. On that page, I would occasionally post, and let me tell you, we booked this out a month before because she wanted to do a St. Patrick's Day party. And she made everything green. We dressed in green. The food was green. And she said that she just really likes to do parties like that with some kind of theme. So a month, I was like, a month, that's forever away. But it worked out good because she set up the page 3 weeks before. Occasionally I would post a video of how I did something. I would post something like, hey ladies, what do you want at the party? What was awesome about having 3 weeks or a month to plan it was when people would say, I want to see the self-tanner, or I want to see the compressed powders, whatever it was that they said they wanted to see, I would just go ahead and order. And that way, if I didn't already have, a bunch of colors of the compressed powders, I went ahead and ordered those. Now, I know sometimes you're not going to be able to afford to do that, and that is fine because people can order on your party. So don't, feel like you have to. I'm just saying at my point in my business, that's what I do. I go ahead and I order so that I have stuff in stock because that's just my customers know that they can get it from me. But if I didn't have the money, like in the beginning when I didn't have the money to purchase all that stuff, I would just use my samples. Like I use the compressed powder, I use the BB cream, I use, all that stuff. And so then I would just let my friends use mine. And that works, fine too. So the closer it got, she reached out private message to them and said, just a reminder, you're going to be there. And so I got there. The party started at 6:30. I got there at 6. I set everything up. I had a lot of stock. I had bought a lot of stock and I sold a lot out of my trunk. And then whatever I didn't have, we went ahead and ordered the next day. But what I did to kind of keep up with it, and this is really funny because I totally don't look technical or anything, but this is just how my brain thinks. This is how I do it. I had them write in a notebook and I handed it to them, okay? And the reason I had handed it to them is because I wanted, if anything came back as a mistake, they wrote it, okay? It wasn't me writing it, and I recommend you do this. Hand them the notebook and say, oh, great, go ahead and write your name and your email address and what you ordered. So you can see on here, like Jennifer wrote her name, her email, and then she got 2 mascaras, a lipstick, and she wrote the colors too, because I want to be able to keep up with that. Pretentious, liquid foundation brush, eyeliner proper, that kind of a thing. And then I wrote that she ordered it online. So that was something that I did not sell out of my trunk. That is something that while we were sitting there, she went ahead and ordered it on her phone, because that's what I told the girls. I said, hey, because I mean, I was really busy. Like, it was crazy, crazy. There was probably 20 people there, I would say. And we had a good turnout. And so I was so busy with people that, and if you have a friend that will put makeup on, like one of the girls' friends, she was so awesome. She likes doing makeovers. So she was kind of doing makeovers for me while I was taking orders. And I would be so busy, I would just tell the girls, I would say, hey, if you've got the time and you don't have time to wait on me, just go ahead and place it on michelleslashlove.com. So some of them would do that, but then I was like, make sure that you write in my notebook. And then another thing that I did too is I told every single person, I said, go ahead and friend me, because I do beauty tips on a private Facebook page, and I give away gifts and I do discounts. So make sure that you friend me. And so a lot of them would hand me their phone, and then I would friend them, or they would friend me and say, hey, is this you? And I'm like, yes. And that was really great too. Because at the next day after the party, I went ahead and made sure that every single person had friended me, and there was a couple that hadn't. So then I went in there and friended them and put them on my beauty tips party. Okay, so I only did like a probably 5-10 minute presentation. Pretty much everybody saw everything. It was just sitting on the table. Everybody was eating. They were kind of playing with stuff. They would come up to me and ask me questions. They wanted me to color match them. And then about halfway through it, I said, okay, ladies, I just want to have a 5-minute conversation with you. It's going to be really fast. Everybody sat down in a circle. I took the primer, and this is where I'm always telling you guys, you're going to sell what you focus on. When you're at events, same thing. Whatever you focus on, that's what people are going to buy. My focus at this party was primer and BB cream, because I love BB cream, and the compressed powder. Now, I had probably 10 bottles of liquid foundation, but I focused on the BB cream and the compressed powder because obviously that's something that people could get. And now there were some people that bought the liquid foundation from my stock because she had told them that I was going to have some, and I think that's why sometimes the people came to the party. But I want to sell something that's in stock, and honestly, what I love, and I really like the compressed powder and BB cream better than liquid foundation for myself anyway. So it was really easy. So I kind of sat there and I said, okay, I want everybody to feel the compressed powder. I want everybody to feel the BB cream, and I want everybody to feel the primer. And we passed it around, and I showed everybody those 3 things. And then after that, a lot of people bought those things. Like, that's what people bought, were BB cream, compressed powder, and, the primer. So you see what I mean? Like, that's what I focused on. That's what I sold. So, another thing that one of the girl that had the party, she loves I had given her a bunch of samples. Okay. And you can make your own samples. I keep meaning to do a video of this. Go on Amazon, buy the little tiny containers. And I have a bunch of colors of the cream eyeshadows. Those are a great thing to sample. People love that because it lasts 12 hours. It's fabulous. I'm worried I'm going to run out of time here on this video. So make samples, whoever your hostess is. You can even mail it to people. I do that all the time in other states, but samples are a good way to get people to buy stuff. So that way, if your hostess doesn't own anything, because my hostess didn't own anything, and now she does, because she earned like $180 worth of free stuff and like 3 half-offs or something like that. And then just make sure you touch base with everybody after the party. Make sure that, they received everything, that they like it, ask them to do a party, that kind of a thing. So I hope that this helped. I'm worried I'm going to run out of tape here, but I think that's everything. I'm going to post some pictures in the comments to kind of show you what the party looked like. And just don't be nervous. Just focus. People love makeovers. A lot of the ladies, they just loved playing with my makeup, and it was just not stressful. Like, I get embarrassed standing in front of people, but I did it for 5 minutes, and everybody just loved touching everything and feeling it and putting it on their face. And I'm all about home parties now, ladies. I'm telling you, do it now. Schedule one right now. So have a fabulous day. If you have questions, let me know.